Yes, Miss Asma.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum and good evening to all of you. Hope you are doing well today. Okay. Now, first and foremost, we are back on our SOP on the statement of purpose. But the first thing that I want to tell you is give you some feedback on your communication, formal communication. I have received some of your work, but the way that it was communicated is not formal. So when you send a formal documents, there are some things that you must be very careful about, because you are sending them to a senior or to somebody important in that university or wherever. So when I received some of your documents, some of your write-up or your SOP, number one was that it was not in the format that we discussed about. I had discussed with you the format in which the statement of purpose has to be written, the margins, the font size, the structure, the paragraphing, everything. So this is not an informal. If you're sending it to somebody for edit, then it has to follow the structure. So if the structure is not correct, believe me, I am not happy. So the other person also who's actually got the job of doing this is not going to take up if your format is not correct. So number one, please be very careful the form that you follow the format. Number two is that when you are emailing your document, you need to put the right subject matter. What is this document? The subject is English, the subject is, I don't know, hello ma'am, the subject is what? That is not correct. It's not a formal, it's not, you're not a friend of mine, or I'm not your friend, or that person whom you are sending to is not your friend. Is a formal communication. In a formal communication, the subject should say what is the document or the mail about. And it is, let me tell you that officers will only open a document if the subject line is correct. If the subject line is not correct, if you're sending me a hello, it could be a scam. So I would not even open it. So please kindly ensure that you are writing the subject. What is it? It's an SOP for edit, SOP for what, or whatever it is. So your subject matter should be there. Then there was a problem with the way that it was written. Some of it had very informal, hello, hi, how are you? That kind of thing we had discussed that we do not want. So when I looked at it, I closed it immediately and I sent it back, because we had discussed that this is a formal document. It should not be informal. We are not a group of friends sitting and discussing or chatting. So it is not correct to make informal speech or or something that has nothing to do with your SOP or a formal document. Then I think one of the things that really I want to tell you is that please send to me your document if you are really applying for a university. Because if you are applying for a university, then I am assuming that you have done the research or the preparation phase that we talked about. Preparation phase was the 3 universities that you have researched or you have reviewed, the programs you have looked at, which is the program and the course that is exciting you or that is befitting your needs. That preparation slide is very, 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 very important for you to undergo or to follow, so that you can actually go into drafting that. You cannot draft your SOP without having any research or database. So I have received a lot of fairy tales and a lot of words and a lot of passion and a lot of dreams, but that's not what this SOP is all about. It is about concrete steps towards acquiring a life goal. So kindly please ensure that you have looked into all that and don't just send it informally. Somebody has also written the whole essay on the email. Why? Is that the way to submit a document? Absolutely not. So I think that is not to be done. And also, I think that's about it. Yeah. Yeah, that's about it. And that you must have your research done before you start. And it's not a classroom assignment. It's not a class essay or a school essay that you are submitting and you have to please their teacher. This workshop or this session we are doing is specifically geared towards those students who are probably applying for scholarships or admissions or higher education into their own country or country outside, but they are actually very serious of doing it. So if you are doing that, I'm very happy to help you. But if you are just doing it as an English language assignment or something, that then I suppose you should send it to your English teacher or whoever is sorting out. So kindly, I hope that finishes my feedback. And now let's come to today's talk that I want to discuss, today's discussion. So do you understand what I'm trying to say in this thing that I told you? Have you got it? Zeba, Fazila, Merunissa, all of you who are there. Does what I say make sense to you? Did it make sense to you? What I said? Okay, since nobody, yes, ma'am, sure, okay. All right, okay, got it. So now let's come, okay, so you all have understood what I've said, okay? Make it like it's a practice session. Got it? Yeah, great. Make it serious. It's a serious matter. Now, aapke paas time hai na kisi aur, now nobody has time to sit and play around. So this is a very serious time where you are actually wanting to acquire an admission, and then you have somebody who is saying that, okay, I will go through your SOP, but then you have to also send it like as if you are sending it to the university, because this is your practice time. Okay. Now let me once again go through the SOP criteria. Okay, that we had discussed. I want to do that and then go to the reality phase of what we actually. Yeah, can you please take me to the construct of SOP, please? Okay. Now we talked that when we write a statement of purpose, it is definitely an essay. And the essay has always got some paras. These paras do not need to have a heading. These are silent. We only understand by ourselves that in the first para, we will write the introduction. In the second para, we will write academic, and the third para. But we do not give headings to it. Okay? Please kindly take note. Do not give heading to your paras. The para will be 4 paras or 5 paras without headings. They just flow automatically into each other. Okay, so the first para will be your introduction, and here you will write why, reason, purpose, what you want to do and why you want to do. What is your mission in life? What is your, I'm just reviewing this before I come to the example. Okay, so here actually this first para is the actual yes or no. If your first para is well stated, then the reader will go forward. If your first para does not make sense, then the reader is not going to go to the next paragraph. So you have to give your full concentration on the first paragraph, which is actually the whole purpose of the statement of purpose, you know, the whole heart and soul of the essay is your first. So you have to give statement of purpose, means what is your purpose, why you want that admission. Okay, what is it that you want to achieve. Then your academic process, and everything will follow. Yeah, introductory para. Yeah, Ali Hassan, what do you want to say? What is your question? You can ask me. This is an interactive one.
Yeah, ma'am. I was curious about to know introductory paragraph, which is more important.
Yes, the introductory paragraph is
Would it
very,
be,
very important. Okay.
ma'am, would it be introductory about ourselves or the purpose what we are writing an email or the document? Hello, ma'am. It sucks. Mhm.
Let's wait for Miss Asma. I think there's some technical issue. Just let's wait for 2 minutes.
Sure, ma'am.
Meanwhile, what you can do, you have written your statement of purpose, right? Just open that statement of purpose in front of you. So whatever she's asking, maybe you can note down next to your notebook how we can improve it further. Okay.
Sure, sure, ma'am.
Sadika Bete, SOP is not same as motivation letter. It's not. It's quite different. Could I give you a few example of it?
Yes, ma'am, if you can.
All right. Look, statement of purpose or personal statement is more about you, not you. Your subject, your understanding, and has to do with vision, which should align with the academic ground that you are reaching, any institution. All right. You know exactly which university you want to go, which subject you want to do, and you inline your thoughts according to that study. That's a statement of purpose, all right, or personal statement. But motivation letter is something different, in which you tell a bit about yourself, all right, in line with your field of subject. It's quite different. So statement of purpose is more research-based, input. You should know what you're doing, what you're going to do. So you must know your grounds. So it's quite different than that of motivation letter.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Most welcome. Yes, Ali, you have to introduce yourself with the reference of the subjects that you're going to choose. So I would always suggest students what they can do is like they can put themselves in that frame they already are in that profession and what profoundly they want to change themselves according to that profession. That's why they are opting to choose that subject with that institution or university. So it's more of, selling yourself in the form of, the knowledge, the research knowledge that you have regarding that subject, all right? And you are trying to get that seat. Statement of purpose is around that area. A statement of purpose depends on university to university. You need to go thoroughly, like what is their requirement? What are they asking from you? Every university really differs. So you need to know where you're applying, what they're asking from you. Yes, Maham beta.
Excuse me, ma'am. Ma'am, does not write about English subject in this statement of purpose.
English subject?
Yes, ma'am. Because my sister Riha written a statement of purpose about English subject specialization, lecturer in English.
You can do that. You can do that. But you need to mention like which university you are applying and why you're applying for that subject.
Oh, okay, ma'am.
All right.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. No worries. You did great. Just you need to mention university.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes,
ma'am, can we send it to you? You can see it, please.
Yes. WhatsApp me, beta. WhatsApp me.
Okay, ma'am.
Or send me through LinkedIn. Okay.
LinkedIn, ma'am. I have not a LinkedIn account.
WhatsApp me.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, hello, I'm back again.
Hi, Miss Asma. All right, I'm quiet now. I'm quiet
got
now.
disconnected. Okay, let's
Hi,
start
ma'am.
from where we were. I think Ali was asking me about the introduction paragraph, and let me first go through what we did, because I suppose you missed your last class. Were you there in the last meeting?
Yes, ma'am. But there
So
was
if you
some
were-
issue. Ma'am, I attended the class, but there was some technical issue. So
Okay.
I couldn't fully participate, but I have some
Okay, so
clues and know how about.
okay. So let us just not go through it again and again, but I will revise it a bit for you. Number one, somebody said how many words? Somebody is writing down how many words. So Ali, can you tell me how many words should an SOP be of?
Ma'am, it depends upon the requirements of university where we are
Achha, so
applying.
okay, Ali, let's not give blank answers. So the thing is that it requires about 500 to 1000 words. As Ali is saying, some universities will give you a certain number. They will tell you 620 words, 500 words, 800 words, 620 words. So there are specific needs of some university. If it is not written how many, then it has to be between 500 to 100 words. I will recommend you people that if there are others who may not have attended the previous session we had, will kindly go through those videos and look through it, or even take a written PowerPoint from Madam Mahin. Now, let me just go through this again. If you have any questions now other than this, let me know. Are there any other questions? Okay, can I go ahead?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So the first, as I said in the previous session, that there are 4 to 5 paras that you have to write. Okay, we have to write 4 to 5 paras. The paras are not to be given any heading. They are just to flow automatically. The para heading is got to be in our mind. So the first paragraph is actually your introduction. Your introduction is the statement, the statement of purpose. That is your complete 25 words of statement. Okay, that once you have made your purpose clear, the others, the things that follow, like your academic process, you will follow. That academic process is up to now. What have you got or what have you achieved, which is your academic education, your other technical know-how. What have you achieved up to now in order to achieve or acquire your statement or your purpose in life? So because you have said that my purpose is XYZ, or my purpose is to become a civil engineer, then what other previous education has been there in order for you to continue your journey? Is this clear? Have I made this clear to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Acha. Then once this is, so once this is done, academic process, then you go to your professional experience. Academically, you have gained the knowledge, or you have done your bachelor's, or you have done something in the same subject, in the same area. Now you are going back. You see, you are going back. You are saying that I have also some professional experience. Professional experience, maybe I've done some internships, some voluntary works, maybe I'm professionally also employed somewhere. That will also be in relation to your purpose. Remember what you wrote. You wrote, I want to be a civil engineer in order to take a contract in the government office in Zambia or in Tanzania or wherever, because of the water shortages or whatever. I want to be, there are a lot of donations that have come in for making tube wells, or I don't know, whatever your purpose is, that purpose is in your front, at your front, your academic in relation to that purpose. Now is your professional experience. What should, ma'am, when we haven't any professional experience, what should we do? Don't write. If you have no professional experience, maybe you have done some community involvement, some discussions, some chit chat with some who are in the same profession where you are wanting to go. Maybe you don't have any concrete experience, you don't have any concrete, but maybe you have joined a group of people with the same subject, with the same profession. Then you can talk about that, I have joined a professional group. And if you are nowhere, then you should join in. There are many professional groups online which are free to join. So you can even join in to show your interest. Dear people, you must understand, this is what you are saying is, I am very interested. So if you are very interested, why you have not done nothing? You can't say I've done nothing, but I'm very interested. Doesn't make sense, yeah? So if you are very interested and you want to go for this specific course and you are paying money for it and you want to take admission into this university, then you have to say why, you have to show your interest. So if you have no concrete on ground, on field work experience, then you maybe have some readings that you have done, some articles that you may have written, somewhere, some chat groups you have joined, some professional groups you have joined. Okay, so kindly, please do not say I have nothing, not done anything. Join voluntary programs, absolutely. Then let's go to the next is program and course. Once you have said what your purpose is, up in order to gain that purpose, up to now what you have done academically and concretely in field, now you have to explain why you are choosing the program that they are offering, because you are the buyer. They are not giving you for free. You are the buyer. Can we offer our interest or expertise? Offer what? I don't understand this question. Tell me it later. Let me finish. Yeah,
yeah,
Ali.
ma'am.
Yes, go ahead.
Ma'am, yes, ma'am. I was mentioning the offers, like our expertise, what we can do if we have some expertise. If we don't have any particular experience, sorry, background music, ignore the background noise because I'm in a marriage. So I have to attend the class. So ma'am, if we have some expertise or some experience, not experience, some expertise, like we can write or we can any particular experience, can we add into this?
No, at the moment, if that experience is related to what you are saying, then that comes into your experience. But if you have expertise, then why are you going into that program if you are already an expert? That you will do when you are there. You can say that I am, or you can put in your conclusion that I'm good at so and so thing, I'm good at writing, I'm good at doing whatever. You must have done some thesis work, some research work. How did you know that you are an expert in this? So you just cannot, okay? So you cannot judge yourself that I am the expert. You have to have some credentials, some grades, some standardization of expertise. You want to gain the expertise, you have some skills, yes, but you want to gain the expertise, and that is why you are going to the master's PhD program, in order to get that stamp that you are an expert. But if you don't have that, then you are maybe a skillful person, you have got your experience, but you are not an expert because you have not got a degree or a credential from a qualified or you have no accreditation. Okay, now when we come to, once you have said this, then you come to why you are choosing the program and what will this program do for you. In the first statement, you already say that I want to reach the goal number one. I want to reach this purpose. I want to become a special education teacher. If you, or I want to become, yeah, let's go for that, special education teacher. Now I have said that I have done my bachelor's in education, BEd I have done my thesis in it, all that. Now I want to go for master's. I've also been teaching for 1 year in the community school. Now I want to go for master's. For what? What will that master program bridge for you, give you, in order to make you what you want to be? So you will say that I have been working in the community programs, and I have seen that there are a lot of children with dyslexia, or there are a lot of children with ADHD, or there are a lot of children with whatever problems, and I have no knowledge on skills. I have limited knowledge, and our educational tools do not give me those experience, and therefore I want to come to your program where I'm hoping to gain some new educational tools, specially catered towards these special children. Is that making sense to you now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now we come to the choice of university, the fifth para, or maybe in the fourth only you can write this. Can we go up a bit, please? No, down a bit. Yeah, okay, yeah, go up. No, it was all right. Yeah, so now the university of choice. Why have you chosen this university? You have to write clearly. It is not a fantasy. It is not a fairy tale you are writing. You are not writing an English story for the children. You are addressing a people. Imagine that you are sitting in front of a panel and you are explaining to them that I want to buy your product. They are the sellers, you are the buyers. When you go to the shop, you just don't say, please give it to me, please sell for me, please give it to me. You tell them that I want this material of yours, I want this coat, or I want this dress, or I want this cap, or I want this hat. But why I want it? I want it to be rain-proof because there is a lot of rain, whatever. So you are the buyer, so you have to tell the people that why you have chosen this university. There are hundreds of universities. Why this specific university? Why are you giving, catering or writing to this university? In heart of heart, you know that you are writing to 3 universities or 4 universities, but to each university, you will make them feel that they are the only ones you are writing to. You understand? So you have to make it sound like as if it is only for them. You understand? So you have to give a reason for choosing this. You have to customize your SOP for every university. Customize current and make it special to them. So you give them the ranking of the university, say that your university is very credible, it stands at this rank, and the reputation. I've read the student reviews, and the student reviews are so and so in that specific program. So here you will give them that, it will tell them that you know about them. You are not just blindly coming there. Okay. You have to know about them. There's a lot of money. Even if you are getting a scholarship, it is money that is being invested on you. And the question is, why should anybody invest on you? So you should tell the university, you know a lot about them and their university is a credible university. Then you look at the program and look at the course learning objectives and look at not all courses that they are teaching, that 2-year program or 1-year program is going to interest you. Some courses you may just not like, but you will have to do. But some courses are of particular interest to you. You will want to go there for that particular course. So you will let them know that especially I am excited about this course because this matches my learning objectives, which is to develop new learning tools for ADHD students or dyslexia students or blind students or whatever. So you have to tell them what is in that program which you are liking and you are wanting to come. Then you may also write what is the faculty member that is there teaching that and you would like to follow or be like to have that person as a mentor, or you are happy to learn under a faculty member who has also done the same program or the same research in which you are interested in. Is it making sense up to now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
I need you to tell me it so that I'm not just talking to
Yes,
myself.
ma'am. Yes.
Yeah. So if you have questions, you can interrupt me. But this is very, very important to understand. It is not, again and again, my dear students and my dear people, it is not something that you will be examined on. This is not something, this is your real life skills that you are learning. Okay, let's go up then more. Career goals. So you will also connect it with your career goals, that once I get this master's, I will, or I do my PhD, what will I do with that degree? Because now you are the expert. As Ali said, I am expert. So now you got a stamp. You are an expert. You are a master's in education. You are a master's. You are a PhD in civil engineering. Now you are there in the world to say, I am the expert. I am going to help the world to cure the illness. Okay, so then you have to write that first. I would like to join programs like World Food Program, UNICEF, or environmental programs, or the whatever, so that I will seek opportunities there in order to gain experience and learn from the practical field or provide my technical expertise there. Okay, so then again your career goal, after your expertise you have collected, you will now tell them that you are not thinking of jumping high up and you will open your own consultancy firm or you will open your own engineering setup. No, that doesn't happen, because you have lost, you've invested a lot of money, practically speaking, a lot of money into this program. So usually you are left with very little for yourself. And if you are married or you have family to take care of, it is not realistic to just set up things. So what you will say is, okay, once I qualify from here, you will never, 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 never ever write that I will seek opportunity in your country. No, no, no. You have to make them think that even if it is what you are thinking, but you will have to, you are getting educated in order to solve a problem or in order to be a good person or a person who is able to contribute towards your own country program. So then you will write which program you will join in order to solve the problem in your country. But never write that I'm going to try to find their job in your country and join. No, that is maybe your hidden agenda, but that's not what you're going to write. And then in your conclusion, you will tell them why you should get admission, why you are the best fit. So here is what you were talking about, Ali Hassan, that I am good in reading and writing, or I am able to speak several other languages, which makes me makes me be very friendly or makes me positive to be to fit into the multicultural environment of your program or of your university, because international universities have a multicultural environment. So you will write here that I am a good fit because I feel that because of my ability of multiple languages, I will be able, languages and culture, and because I have traveled in from other countries in Asia, in Nepal or wherever, I'm also aware of some of the cultures and the differences. And you will talk about, and this is where you will talk about that I am going to be able to fit well, and I will also, I'm ready to accept challenges of other new things that I'm aware that I come from a different culture, and that the culture that may present there may be different, and I will be able to I'm ready to take up those challenges. Now, this is a positive note you are ending in. You are not saying I am the best and everything, but you are saying that though I am unique. How you are unique? You are unique because you are bringing in some skills, which is your practical skills in engineering, or the work that you have done with special children, or whatever that you have done, your experiences of this country. And then you are telling them that because I know so many languages and cultures, and I've traveled so much, or worked with the community setup. See, everybody has not worked in community setup. Some people may have worked in offices. Some people may have not worked at all. They may just be inside the family. Everybody is unique in their experience. And this is where you will say that my uniqueness is that here is that I am a multilingualist. Okay, so this is a recap of what we had discussed last time. Now I want to take you to how and what I got, and what are the, and you will tell me what is good and right in those. Let's discuss some of the SOPs. Yeah, can we have?
I have a question.
Marunesa, you have a question? Okay, let us get now today what we will do. First of all, what we will do today is now. Okay, what we want to do today is only the first para. We will only frame the first para. So today I only want you to concentrate on the first para. Okay, and on the first para, I told you what we have to write. We have to write what is your mission. What is your mission? What is your purpose and why? Now, here is one that I have received. And if you can see this, we are only doing the first paragraph. In the current time, new kinds of technology are rolled out every other second. In the meantime, it is a fact that our lives are connected with technology. In the coming years, I wish to become a software developer. Through this master's program in computer science, I will have the option to get what I take. Does anything here tell you what this person wants? Yes, beta. What is the purpose of this person doing computer science? My interest
To
in
become a
computer
software
science can
developer.
be traced back to early school days. I become very interested in what is your purpose of investing money in acquiring masters in computer science? Is this paragraph telling you the purpose? What is your mission? Is it there? People, be open, kindly participate. Tell me, is the mission there? No, absolutely
No, ma'am.
not. You could have said that I used to be, for example, you have said that artificial intelligence is taking over, okay, and then we have a lot of challenges. The students, the youth of today is much involved in technology, and the traditional traditional work habits are not there anymore in the offices. I therefore want to develop a system, a program for whatever this, and that program I can only acquire if I learn so and so subject from your program, from your university. You understand what I'm saying? So this is not it. Let's go away. This I have returned back. You would also not, would you, if you were on the panel, would you, if you are on the panel, would you accept this statement of purpose?
Never.
Never. Close it. What was that question? Somebody, if I want to continue my studies. If you want to continue your studies, you still have a purpose. क्यों continue करना चाहते? This master's program in any university is lakhs of rupees or thousands of dollars. It's not free. So why are you wanting to invest in that much amount of money to do that program is the question. Can I have another? Do you understand that? The person who was saying, okay. Now here is another one. Okay, no, I don't want this about Zambia. This one was at least, it has some sense. Can I have the other one, please? Okay, now here is now first of all, when you write a statement of purpose, this has to come in the center. Okay, statement of purpose heading. Now here is the first paragraph. A girl with huge dreams, always thinking of helping her own family and other girls. I always wanted to become a business professional since my school days. My passion for business has sparked at a young age as I watched my family run their own small business. The experience exposed me to many facets of running successful business, including managing finances, marketing strategies, and customer relations. My enthusiasm for getting education and earning money led me to choose business-related subjects as my sole subjects and my main focus. The idea of becoming an entrepreneur. Is this a statement of purpose? Is there a purpose there? People.
No, ma'am.
There is a purpose. Basically, there is a purpose, but it is not written well. There is a lot of words. The purpose is that this person,
Ma'am,
this person wants to become an entrepreneur in some business. Maybe she wants to start her own cooking channel or whatever. Or she wants to start her own whatever business that she wants to start. So what I understand here is that this person wants to start a business and wants to learn more about the practical steps of running a successful business. But she has written all kinds of all kinds of words which have no meaning. And if she is so good, he or she is so good in managing finances, marketing, customer relationship, enthusiasm, then why do you want a master's? Just go straight for business. Okay, so always think, what do I want to do? This whole paragraph is totally words, words, words. If it comes to you, you are sitting on a panel, will you invest your time in reading this? Yes, Patricia, will you read this? Will you invest your time into this if you are on the panel? No, because it is too long, and though too long and too wordy and not to the point. Because the problem is that people who are sitting on the panel have to read lots of, and it should catch their interest. Okay, so done with this? No, we have rejected this also. Let go. Can we have the next one?
We have the PhD one, next one. Should I
Yes,
open
yes,
that one?
yes,
Yeah,
the
okay.
PhD one. Again, let's look at Stephen, I think. I had a chat with him. He was meant to come today, but he's not. So I don't think he's actually worried about it. But I thought, okay, let's look at this last one, and then I'm going to take you through the process of actually writing the statement of purpose, which is the first paragraph. Am I making sense to you to now? Are you getting what I'm trying to tell you?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Now you are understanding what are the actual mistakes. When you are writing, you think, I've written very well, but they have not even invested time. Now here is somebody who I thought again has some idea, but is not able to formulate it. I'm writing to express my earnest intent to pursue PhD in civil engineering at the University of Zambia. I'm a highly motivated, highly self-motivated and dedicated individual with a strong academic background and over 5 years of professional experience in the field of environmental and engineering. I hold a bachelor's degree in environmental engineering and currently completing my master's in integrated water resources management. My professional journey. What was it in the first paragraph that we should write? What do you want to achieve? What is your mission? Here, he has written all about what he is doing. That is in the second paragraph, isn't it? Either where has he written that I want to do PhD in civil engineering for what? Why? What do you people think? Will you bother with this? Is there a first para there? Is there a reason there? Is there a mission statement there? It is a mission statement. Is it there? Yama, what do you think? Is a mission statement there? No. So the mission statement would be, I have read a bit after I read this, I read this, I went to Zambia country and I saw and I realized through their writing and research that in that country they have a lot of needs for some construction work for their water management and environment management, but they do not have the expertise in that country. And so when they are outsourcing it, then what happens is that even the outsourced people do not provide to them the do not provide to them as per their requirement, because they are from different culture and they do not understand the needs of the people. So even if they work on their environmental management buildings or environmental management projects and programs or water management programs, they are all very foreign designs because they are not of that country. And therefore the government made a policy that at least 20% of those people, local people, should be given the contracts for making environmental programs or water management programs in the country. Now, this is where the purpose of this person should have come, that I want to acquire a project because I belong to the same culture of Zambia, and because Zambia has a need for experts in developing the environmental and water management programs. I want to complete my PhD and learn how to technically and learn the skills and the knowledge of how to technically design a program with the landscape like Zambia. You understand? Am I making sense here? So what should I write?
Yes, ma'am.
What I would have written, that I want to do this program because Zambia landscape and culture is different, and foreign people are coming, are unable to meet. So I am a local, and the government policy is there that 20% locals will be given the contracts, and therefore I want to acquire that contract and want to serve my country. And because I know the landscape, I know the culture, I know the language, I am the best fit for that. So that's why I want to do a PhD, so I can learn from the foreign experts of what kind of designs will fit into our kind of landscape. Only these 2 lines would be enough. Yes or no? What do you think?
Yes, ma'am.
So do you see the difference between this paragraphs and a statement of purpose?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so now let me take you through my own. I decided I will make one statement of purpose from myself. Okay, so let us look. Can you give me that discussion, please?
It's in this one?
The discussion, the Word document.
Okay, I'm just
The one I
sharing.
sent you.
Got it. Yeah.
Now, as we discussed, okay, this is now my homework. I was thinking I am going to write for myself. Suppose I'm a candidate, okay? Now, the first thing I want to do is to look at the universities and to study what programs they are, what are the program and what are the courses they are conducting, and which is going to be most suitable for me. Okay, so first of all, what I started, and you should have a working paper like this, a Word document, a blank paper, put down working paper, and you start writing your points and your kind of thinking on it. Okay, now I said that what is my mission? What is my mission and purpose? Why do I want to do a master's in education? I said I want to do my master's in education. Why do I want to do it? I want to do it because I want to promote inclusive education. This is my mission. My mission is to promote inclusive education. Okay, and that is why I want to do master's in education. Now, how did this? That is my story. I want to do my master's in education because I want to promote inclusive education. But why inclusive education? It is still incomplete. So first I want to tell you my story before I can show you the purpose, statement of purpose I wrote. Now this is my story, is I used to be working as a faculty member in the Aga Khan University in the community health department. Okay, that has nothing to do with education. I was working in the health department. But I realized in that the children, as soon as they were being born at the community level or at the hospital level, they were always labeled as normal or abnormal. This child is normal, this child is abnormal. That also was a problem for me, because why is anybody abnormal or normal? There could be some, because a child born has a lot to grow up. milestones according to milestones. So when you start saying this person's at birth, it is not good. I mean, when I say abnormal, if there are evident abnormalities, like the physical abnormalities are there, or they have some specific scientifically abnormal, then it's okay. But there were some abnormalities like, oh, the eye is there is too much hair on the body, so that's abnormal. Oh, the height, the color of the skin is too dark, so that is abnormal. So these kind of community beliefs and practices was something that I was very worried about. And the parents had their own definition of normal. Parents would say this is normal because if the baby cried for a while, then normal. If it continuously cry, then it is an abnormal baby. It has to be given up for some specific interventions. Okay, so then this was something that was in my mind. Now, during that faculty experience, I used to go with the students to the community schools also. Okay, when I went to the community schools, I realized that the teachers would abuse, would label, and would show lack of empathy for the students, for the children who were struggling, or who were slow learners, or who could not really understand it at one time. And if the teacher had to repeat the lesson, they would label the child as abnormal or not appropriately or not intelligent enough or whatever. This was, again, not everybody has the same level of understanding, because a lot of understanding and intellect comes from the kind of experiences. Now, if there is a lone child, that lone child will become a slow learner. But if there is a family which has 10 children, they will be much sharper and will be very quick in making decisions. So there is a lot of cultural environment also which decides how the child is going to respond. But you cannot just start labeling them. Then there was an incident at school that one child would not answer the teacher, and the teacher thought that this child is not mentally well and is probably is suffering from some psychological issues. And so they advised the parent to take the child to a psychologist, which is the worst thing you can ever do. And then the parents took the child to the psychologist, and that child was then shifted to a special children education system. But we don't know whether the child was never given a chance. And I don't think there should be any different special education systems. Only if there are some mild disabilities, then they can all slow learners or some struggling learners, they should all be. And that is what inclusive education means, is all schools should be able to have all children together, except for very, very extreme conditions which are proven and which are listed out. So that is when I started a foundation, or I started a society for mentally challenged children. And I said that we need to educate the adults and the teachers on what special education is and what are the tools, and that is how we need to, and that the children should not suffer from in the hands of the care providers, because sometimes the mother depends on the teacher depends on the mother. And once you have a body or somebody going to a doctor, then the doctor will definitely experiment. No doctor will tell you you are healthy, go away. He's going to experiment and tell you, okay, you are having a problem, let's do this. You understand? So this is my story, and this is what I want to now write in my SOP. Okay, is it making sense to you people till now?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now let's go down a bit. Let's go down a bit. Now, here are the 3 universities that I researched, okay? And I saw that there was one in British Columbia, special education at University of British Columbia, its ranking is 34th ranking, means it is out of the many thousands of university ranking by the experts. This university has a ranking of 34th. It comes as a 34th in this specific program. So this was good. Then there was another University of Saskatoon, which is also offering educational psychology and special education. Okay, it was, the rank was 301. So this was again not a bad ranking. And then there was another which was also offering Masters of Special. I studied all these 3 universities. So now I have them on my list. Can we go again down, up, please? Can we go? Yeah. Then I also understood there are 2 types of courses, the pathways that they were giving in the Masters of Education. One was course-based. The course was, they would have, just like any other program, they would have the courses and we would learn them and we would do them in the 2-year span and give exams and give tests, and that way we will kind of pass the program. And the other was a thesis-based route. In this thesis-based route, the program was, can we go up a bit? Can we go? Yeah. The thesis-based was for those people who are already who want to make careers as researchers, as academics, consultants, specialists, practitioners. So it appealed to me that I want to go for a program which is research-based, because I was already having some experience behind, and now I want to learn more. So I'm taking more experience, and I have a particular thing is I want to make educational tools, and I want to make curriculums for the teachers and parents on how to help people who are having slow milestones. So milestones are slower. They are learning to walk at a later age. They are learning to read at a later age. So these are the milestones each parent should know, each teacher should know, so that they don't start blaming. Because if the child does not start walking in 9 months, oh no, this person is not normal, it is not starting to walk. The milestones can differ, can take time. So this is it. Now, what is the common course in all these universities? I saw that the common course was influence of political, social, and community in adult education, which impact child nurture. Means even if they were teaching psychology, education psychology, they were giving you the concrete milestones and not giving a range and not explaining what could be different if not at this time. You understand? So there were many. So in all these 3 programs, the course which very much interested me was this, that how the politics and social and community cultures impact the child rearing. Then there is a faculty who had also done a research paper and had written the co-occurrence of autism and attention deficit hyperactivity, ADHD. And so there is also a faculty. So I decided, okay, so I would like to work with this Miss Francis faculty who has also done a research on this. So all this is my research that I'm preparing. I have not even started my paper yet. Okay, let's go up. Then, because these universities were of Canada, I also looked at what are the kind of interventions that are being done in schools for special learning people or for people with slower milestones. And I realized that an average of 17% of elementary school students and 27% of secondary were given special education supports, which means even in the normal schools, there were people, children or students or people who still needed special support. So that means that even those who are labeling as normal were having problems. So why are you labeling the others abnormal? Let them be among them and let them join the stream, is my concern. Okay, so let's go again. Go up again, please. Now, therefore, I'm on a crusade for inclusive education. And what is inclusive education? Inclusive education means all children should be in the same classroom. It means that all learning opportunities for groups who have traditionally been excluded because of malnutrition, or because they are poor, or because they have some physical or mental problems, or because they are from a minority language, they don't speak that language, which is spoken in that school. For whatever reason, there are children who are marked or stamped as abnormal or not being able to go into this school because they don't fit into this. And I don't want that. I want to learn how to make inclusive strategies. So my statement of purpose I made. Are you with me up to now?
Yes, ma'am.
You understand my journey? What about others? Ali Hassan is understanding me, but are the others understanding me as well?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am. Yes.
Okay, great. Okay, great. Now, can we have that PowerPoint with the statement of purpose? Okay, so now this is my statement of purpose I wrote. Okay, basically it is quite long. It should not be so long, but still. I have written my statement of purpose for seeking admission in the Masters for Education. I wrote my statement of purpose. As a special educator, I have witnessed discrimination that special children face in schools due to lack of educational tools and wisdom for inclusive education. So this is the problem. Okay, this is the problem. I want to equip. Now, why I want? What is the purpose? My mission is inclusive education. Okay, and now what do I want from them? Why am I seeking education admission? I want to equip myself with knowledge, skills, and experience on application of theories which I can propagate for the 3.5 million special needs children in Pakistan. Okay, so what I want to do, what is my mission? Inclusive education. Why? Because there are 3.5 million children and we are unable, we don't have the proper tools, we don't have the knowledge, skills and experience or application of theories. We are lacking in that. So this is my statement of purpose. And it should actually be enough. Even if I wrote up to inclusive education, it is enough, 25 words, that as a special education, I witnessed discrimination in special children face in schools. And so I want to learn the tools and wisdom of inclusive education. Up to here, even if I wrote up to here, it was okay. But still I added a little bit just for you people to understand that I could write a little longer, and ideal would be 25 words. But even if I make it to 50 words, it's okay if I'm making sense. So I even put down how important and how very crucial it is for me to learn this, because there is a problem of 3.5 million children. Is it important?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. It shows that I am serious. I want it. I want it. Will you, if you are sitting in that panel, not accept this? Will you not read further? You will pick up the essay and you will want to say, what else does she have besides the mission? Isn't it? You understood? So this is the,
yes, ma'am.
This is what the statement of purpose should be. Research, 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 and research. What do I want to do? What is my mission? What is my purpose? Is my purpose something that will help my country, my universe, my world? We need people with intellect, with mission in the world. We don't want just people who will do a job. Job anybody will do. Okay, so we have to say why. So I have said I want this because of this. Okay, now let me just, I don't know, I will try to share screen. There's somebody who said that we should I should share more of what it is. So can I try to share screen, Mahin? Maybe I should try.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Let me try if I can do it. How do I do it?
You can see the green icon which says share screen.
Yes, I've done it.
Can you see the window open?
Yeah, but how do I get to my window? Can I send you it, can
Yeah,
I?
please do. Please do. Yes.
Or it will probably take a while, isn't it? Chale, I think it's okay for now. I don't know how to do it actually. I'll try screen share. Optimize
First,
share
Miss Asma,
now.
just
Yeah,
open the file that you want to share. Just open the file first.
first
you
open the file. Okay.
All right.
Got it. Open the file.
All right. Now go to share screen.
Okay, wait. Oh, yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Yes, lovely. Got it.
Okay, here is another one that I received. Will you, self-introduction, first of all, these headings, would you even, if you open this, it comes in front of you, will you take a glance at it again if you were on the panel? Absolutely not. It is so discouraging, isn't it? Why would I want to read this? Self-introduction. Hey, everyone. Why? You are my friend or what? My childhood colleague. Absolutely not. Okay, so this is an example of not to do. Kindly don't do this. Am I making sense here? Do you see what is wrong here? People? Do you see what is wrong here? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let me take you to another one now.
Informal style of writing is there.
Okay, let me take you to another one now. I will go back to what I did. Okay, I have to
Stop sharing. There'll be sign of red sign. Stop share. And then
Stop share.
open the file again that you want to open.
Okay, I've stopped
Lovely.
share. Now
Yeah.
I'm doing screen share and this is informal SOP. Okay, now look at this. This is a statement of purpose. To whom it may concern. Is this the format that we discussed last time? No. Hello, sir, madam. Hello. Why? Who are you? Hope this email finds you well. Why? Who are you? Are you my childhood friend? Were we in school together? Please, this is just not correct. Just the format will decide for you whether the panel will read the SOP or will not read the SOP. Just the format. See, if you go to a shop and you want to buy a beautiful coat for yourself, just the look at the coat, the design, the buttons and the color and everything, you decide I want to check out that. But if the color is not of your liking, the buttons are not proper, the design is not correct, will you even bother to look at it? No. In the same way, if the SOP is not formatted in the right manner, I am sorry, there will be nobody who will even give a second glance to it. You will just stop and close it and put it aside. Okay, so this is what I wanted to tell you today, and I hope that now if you are applying for any university, just give me, and if you want me to look through it, just give me your research that you have done of the universities so that I can also look back into that university and see whether you have done what you have done. And then you just write your statement of purpose, the first para, and send to me. In the coming sessions, we will go to the second para and the third and the fourth together. Maybe we will do a workshop in November where I will take in about a few 3 or 4 or 5 students, maximum 6 students, in which we will do a workshop to finalize a proper SOP which you can submit. But at the moment, people who are seriously seeking admission or are looking for things, and I want me to look at it, then kindly just send me the first para SOP like the one I have written, or you can write it. You don't have to copy anybody's words, anybody's English, anybody's starting statements, nothing. You start in your own way, but there should be mission. What is your mission and why? These are the two things you will answer in 50 words, maximum 50 and the minimum 25 words. Have I made sense to you people?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Was this a helpful session now? Does it give you a new perspective to the statement of purpose?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Okay.
ma'am, this was the well-informed and well-briefed session today.
Okay.
Thank you
Great.
so much.
Great. I'm happy if it has helped you. Start writing and start working on it before you forget what we talked, and go for it. I'm happy to help you, but please, if you are serious, then send me only your SOP, and I'm happy to go through that. Okay, only the first para, 25 words to 50 words. That's all from me for today.
Okay,
Thank
ma'am.
you. Thank you, Miss Asma. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Bye. Have a good day.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Have a good day.
Thank you,
Have
Miss
a good
Asma.
day.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye.
Thank you, ma'am. Allah Hafiz.
Bye.
Allah Hafiz.